Okay, welcome everyone. Let's try to figure out how to make some money in the stock market. So what I'm going to do is go through the charts, point out what I'm seeing, talk about the trade ideas that I've been pointing out, and we'll wrap it up. I won't take too much of your time. Drop me a thumbs up as I go along. If you guys are finding value in the content and you want to learn how to use this as a skill set to have more probability, higher probability trades, more successful trades, check out my course. Link in the description below. It's affordably priced. There for your use. Also, if you're interested, I do have a private member group. I've been in this morning. I'm almost in there every single morning, giving you guys at least the read on the market. So I'm giving you kind of advanced notice on what I'm thinking and where I think the potential is for the trade opportunities early on. So if you're interested in that, link in the description to find that private member group. $5 a month. So in general, it's going to cost you what, $60 for a year. If I can put you on one winner in that trading group, it should easily pay for itself. Okay, triple Qs, guys. So here's what I got. We'll see if it plays out. On the hourly chart, we've got bullish divergence, just barely there, but it is there. You can see it. If I kind of mark it out, it's right about there on the PPO, and then you can see it down here. If I can get my chart to line up on the RSI, kind of looks like that. So we do have bullish divergence just starting to show up on the hourly chart. So I'm and then the other thing is I've got this, it's kind of this bullish falling wedge, and we kind of broke out, but we haven't really gone anywhere. We're just kind of sideways right now. So I need to see a little more proof, obviously, that there is potentially going to be a rally, but because as of right now, it's just kind of consolidating down here, not giving a firm breakout, at least in the triple Qs. I do think we are going to rally, and I think the rally target for now is 279.50. All right, 279.40. All right, that is the objective area. If you haven't shorted, or if you want to add to shorts, right there. All right, in my mind, that's where it's at. So I think we're going to rally. I think we're going to go like that and then roll over. All right, there's my plan on that one. Let's look at the NASDAQ futures NQ. Kind of the same look. This will give you a little bit better read because you have the you don't have the it trades throughout the night. So on this one, bullish falling wedge pattern. Okay, bullish divergence on the RSI and the PPO. All right, there it is. And we've got a breakout, but again, just kind of this drift. Basically, we're breaking out. It did rally. It looked decent right there, but then it's just kind of drifting. So it's really choppy. I mean, at the end of the day, when you really look at the price action, it's really choppy. You can see basically we rallied up right here, sold off, sold down, rallied up. It's chopping around. So either way, I mean, if you think it's going to rally, then I think you need to give it a little room. But it's chopping around. So again, I think we're gonna get that rally, and right now the target 11,450, 650 is what I've got on that one. That's basically kind of the former area of support. I think that'll be resistance. So we start to rally into that area, and that's where the objective area to add shorts or take a short possession would be at. So that is what I have on that one, and we'll see if that actually plays out. All right. One thing that, I get a lot of people asking me what I'm doing, what I've done with my positions and so forth. Again, at the end of the day, I'm not here to tell you what to do with your trade ideas and what to do with your positions. I'm not here to tell you, how large of a position to take. I do give some training on that in my course, but I can't manage your trade for you. So the best I can do is point out trade ideas, show you where I think things are going, and then, at that point, it's kind of in your hands. So that's why I don't typically always tell you guys exactly what I'm doing at every given moment. I tell you where I think things are going and, how maybe I'm looking to trade it. But, again, what I do and what someone else does is completely, it depends on the position size. It depends on how active of a trader they are. There's lots that kind of plays into it. And if I tell you guys one thing and you're not that kind of trader, then maybe I would be right and be profitable, but because you're not an active trader, maybe you have a bad entry and then you end up being wrong and losing money. So at the end of the day, I tell you where things are, where I think things are going, and then you guys can make a decision on how to act. Okay, so going back to triple Qs, just to show you guys that profit target, or that target, I guess, is about 279.50. That's your former area of resistance, or sorry, of support right there. All right, so that should be resistance, and that's where I think we rally to. Let's look at the SPY here. The SPY doesn't have the same kind of look. I can't really draw that bullish falling wedge as cleanly. So, you know, in general, I don't know about the actual pattern there. But if triple Qs rallies, SPY is likely going to rally too. And level of resistance is right there at about 390, 389.80. You can see that was support. We had some reactions right there. All right, so several reactions. So I think a rally into that would be about it for any kind of rally, and then probably continue to roll over. And then we can look at the small caps, IWM. For me, the small caps, again, this one doesn't have quite as clean of a level. You can see I have a level here at 181.58, and that might prove to be the area of resistance, or you could just move it down to about right there, which would be about 179. I think to be safe, because I do think this rally will be sold into, probably just move it down. All right, and then on that one, you can kind of mark out a little bit of a bullish falling wedge pattern, something like that, and it would look very similar. You know, we're kind of just drifting sideways, so I think we'll probably continue to drift with a slant to the upside as we can, and then as it becomes a little more obvious that we're going to get a little rally, maybe you'll see some more impulsive moves as we spike into these areas of resistance. The thing to note, one of the key takeaways, at least on this chart, on the hourly chart, see the bullish divergence. So again, that's telling me that, all right, we're probably going to get a bounce here, and we've got this bullish pattern. We're starting to break out. Everything's kind of set up for a bounce. Nothing major, but some sort of a bounce. And then we go on to continue the bear market, guys, after that. At least that's my interpretation of the charts for right now. So bounce and then continue to sell down, probably making a pretty impulsive move down for the next leg lower, which I've got heading, if I can get my chart to go, at about 238. All right, 240 to 238.50, somewhere right in there is the next target on the downside. So we bounce, you know, the targets to the upside, and then I think we continue down to these lower targets. Okay, trade idea here. If we're gonna rally, then I think there's the potential for a pop here in Tesla. So Tesla's been falling off, you know, it's basically just been going down within this downward channel. We're looking at this daily chart here. So we're just walking down within this downward channel. And when I look at when I kind of zoom in, you can see we are kind of at this support level. All right, we've had several reactions defining this support level. So I think that is support right there. When I look at the hourly chart, you can see we've just got some bullish divergence showing up right there on the RSI. And it's there on the PPO. It's just kind of flat, you know, it's just very flat there on the PPO. Slightly there. So we're at support. We've got some bullish divergence. I think we could get a bounce here. And if we bounce, we're probably going to bounce to the top of the channel, I would say. And that would be, you know, a potential move of about, you know, could be about 15, 20%. Depends on when we get there. The other thing is, you know, if triple Q starts getting to its resistance level and Tesla's, you know, close and has had a decent bounce, that's probably about all that I would give it before looking for the next move lower. But at support, bullish divergence on the hourly, you know, probability is elevated for a bounce here. This trade idea, VRTX, Vertex, still looks good for a short. I think there's continued downside. Whether this wants to kind of grind higher and flag out maybe on this bounce or not, I don't know. In general, still looks like it's pretty good short. So you've got bearish rising wedge, negative divergence on the daily chart, all right? And you've got the sell signal came yesterday on that big breakdown of that bearish rising wedge. So, you know, little pop today, but in general, and we're just kind of consolidating. I think, you know, it could grind a little higher, but it's most likely going to go lower in the near future. So I still like this as a short. And in general, that's all I got, guys. I want to keep things kind of focused on just the broad markets as we look for, to get repositioned on these next moves. So drop me a thumbs up, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.